EDU 222357. It's the moment you've all been waiting for, the third part of the Screencastify projects. The Kahoot. I will be reviewing this today. So there's going to be two parts. The first part, which I will be doing in a second, is going to be creating the Kahoot. And then once I am done, I will be demonstrating how to use it in the classroom by playing the Kahoot that I create. So as you can see right here, we've got new Kahoot, and you have all these different templates that you can do. We're just gonna go with the standard one for now. There we go. So you can set the timer, you can add your answers. You have to have at least 2, but you can have 3 or 4 as well. This is where your question would go, and you can drag and drop images from the computer. So obviously, depending on what kind of class or subject you're teaching, would determine the subject of your Kahoot. I'm just going to, title, should probably title this. We're going to call this Example Kahoot. Branding off, visible to everyone, why not? Seems to be okay. Here you can put a cover image. I'm not going to do that right now, just because don't want to waste too much time. So let's have the first question be, okay, this is a good one. What is Emily's favorite color? And as you can see, there's like a little, there's a limit to how many words or letters you can have. So there's that. And we are going to put in the answers. Let's do red, obviously. And this is a check mark that you can click if that's the right one. Obviously, this is not correct. My real favorite color, as is demonstrated through this, is purple. That will be our correct answer. Then we will do black here and silver here. So there's your first question. There's your freebie. Just kidding. So then you can change the amount of time you have. You can do 5, 10, 20, 30, or you can go for even longer times. I feel like these would be good for like math problems, because some people have math Kahoots, and those can take a very long time to complete, especially if you're me. Let's just gonna keep it at 20 there, and you can do points, 0 all the way to 2,000. Most Kahoots you only do like 1 or 1,000 or so, but it looks like this is just 1,000. All right, so there's that. Add question right here. Quiz, true or false, open-ended. Ooh, a puzzle. I didn't know you could do this. Pull in a slide. So these are the different types of questions that you can do. We're gonna stick with the quiz questions for now. I'll probably add more questions as we go along. So let's have our second question be, gosh, what else? What is Emily's favorite food? And what I should mention is that you can actually have more than one correct answer. So let's say I like chocolate, and that is a correct answer. But I also am really fond of the Olive Garden, and that is the correct answer. So you can have more than one correct answer in your Kahoots. So I'm going to just put some freebies in here. I don't like celery. I hate celery very much. Let's see. Vanilla. Could put a trick question in there. So that would be for a question like that. Let's do a true or false question. Let's make this somewhat educational. So true or false would be, let's see. Ooh, this is hard. I can't even think of one. we'll do 1 plus 1 equals 3. And obviously that's false, because it's false. Now, let's see. You can also drag and drop an image from the computer. So let's upload an image. Not sure I have any images that relate to the number 3, but we're going to find one anyway. Hopefully I do not scare anyone with my photos. Alright, it doesn't look like I have anything with the letter 3. We're just going to put this one because why? It doesn't make sense, but this is a sample Kahoot. So, oh, you can change the size. Oh, okay, never mind. I didn't get the Pro feature, so I can't really do anything about that. Okay, I'm going to add a few more questions onto here, and then I will be demonstrating how to play the Kahoot as part of a classroom standard. So I'm just going to pause this for a bit. Alright, so we are about to play the Kahoot. As you can see, there's 2 ways you can play it. There's classic mode, which is everyone's playing against each other, and then team mode, where obviously you have multiple students using a device as a team. So what you're going to need, or what students are going to need, is a device, such as a phone, which I will be using today. And basically what you do to start it up is you just hit whichever one you want. It is going to load, and as you can see, it kind of has a code on here. Oh, it's got the Christmas music. That's right, it's Christmas time. So, as you can see, this code right here, this is what you would type in. When students go onto the device to play, you are going to type in kahoot.it, which is different from, well, it's the same link as right here. You would be going onto, or you can just look up there. I tried my best. So kahoot.it, I'm going to type in my code. And then it's also going to give you a chance to put a nickname in. For your students, since you are in a classroom setting, you're going to have to set the procedure with your students to use an appropriate nickname, or at least a nickname that's not going to get them suspended or expelled. A lot of teachers are usually give a lot of leeway with the nicknames. They'll use like memes and stuff, but some teachers will do like make sure you use your name or no memes. So really depends on what kind of teacher you are. I'm typically the type of teacher who doesn't care, but I'm going to just use my standard name anyway. As you can see, I just typed mine in. So this is my name right here. You also have the option to cross people out, and as that happens, if you do that, as you can see, this is weird. It takes me out of the thing, and I might as well model signing in too. So 298-7250. This is where you would type that code in, and then you press enter, and then it's gonna ask you for your name, and I'll just put my name in again. Now it's back, and then once everyone's in, since I don't have anyone else joining me today, you can just hit start. Why? It says nice. And then this question is going to get sent to my device, and then I can basically pick whichever one is the right one. Obviously, since we looked at the examples, I said purple. Oh, I have to click on my device, sorry. I click it on my device, and as you can see, I got the answer correct, and I get 665 points. I think it's time-based too. You can also see the results that people get, so if multiple people were playing, you might get multiple different answers, like some people might answer red, some might answer yellow, some green. Really up to whatever students you're doing. And then the teacher can hit next. And next. And then the next question will come up, and it'll read question 2 onto the phone. So what is Emily's favorite food? Like I do this. There we go. So you can see chocolate, celery, vanilla, Olive Garden. Like I said, this is the one where I had 2 correct answers. I'm just gonna pick chocolate for now. Oh, not on my phone. So as you can see on the screen, there's a check mark by chocolate, but there's also a check by Olive Garden, which I picked. So that's kind of how it is there. And then it also shows that it's correct. That's the screen that would pop up. Then you hit next. And then this is the true or false question. You can see 1 plus 1 is 3. Clearly, this answer is false, but I am going to show you just kind of what my screen looks like here. And then let's just say I thought it was true because 1 plus 1 is definitely equal to 3. So I push this here. And as you can see, if this loads, that I got the answer incorrect, and it would show up here. Now, you would not get points for that, so obviously if there were multiple people playing, I would probably drop in place, because this is more of a competition game. But since I'm the only one playing, it doesn't really matter. So that's what would happen if you got a question wrong. And then you could take this time to like go over the answer and be like, 1 plus 1 is not 3, 1 plus 1 is 2. So I find that really nice about that. Another true or false. At this point, we are now in the questions that I created. I made 3 more off screen. So I'm just going to answer these right here. Technology can help students succeed. That is obviously correct. Let's go on. 7x minus 2 equals 19, then x equals what? And as you can see, I set a timer for this one to be more than 20 seconds because this is an algebra question, and those can definitely take longer to do. So normally students would probably have like a scrap paper out and a pencil, and they would complete this equation on their own time. This is an easy one though, and I already know that the answer is x equals 3, so we're just going to hit that, and it is correct. Alright, final question. I'm a nerd, so I had to include this one in there. Who is Emily's favorite Marvel villain in the Marvel movies? Dear gosh. It's Loki, guys. I had to. I'm sorry. But as you can see, at the end, you can see the results of the students who got first place, second place, third place. Obviously, since we had only one person playing, I won. And you can see it says I got 5 out of 6 questions correct because I missed that one, the 1 plus 1 equals 3 one. So, yeah. So, this site is pretty good for both creating and for playing. It does use a lot more of the lower order questions, so if you wanted to use higher order questions, this might not be the best of sites to use. There are multiple versions of it, though, that allow you to use more questions that you can use as higher order questions and then discuss on those questions. But since I did not get that, I was not able to talk about those. But one of the examples is a poll question. You can put a poll question up, and then students will answer, and they're not penalized for it. And through that, you can like ask those higher order questions to get a deeper understanding. That's probably good for like an English class, but I did mine partially on like math, so. But yeah, as you can see, that is Kahoot, and that's pretty much all I have for that. Oh, you can do full screen too. Get feedback. You can also view a report of what you have. Let's see what this does real quick. I haven't really delved into this part. Beautifully played. Just give us... Okay. So the person that played, you can see they got 83% of the questions right. Final score. You can also see students that haven't finished. Of course, you have to upgrade it. And then students that need help, which you would also have to upgrade it for. And a detailed report you would also have to upgrade it for. Shows the final score. And I guess that's it. On the students' phones, they have the option to complete a survey when they're done, which basically says, how do you rate the app? Do you learn something? Do you recommend it? And then tell us how you feel. So I'm going to give this 5 stars because it's my Kahoot. I'm gonna say I did learn something that 1 plus 1 is definitely equal to 2, not 3. I do recommend it. And tell us how you feel. We have a green smiley face, a yellow face, and then a red sad face. I'm gonna go with the happy face because I'm feeling quite well today. And it says, awesome, thanks for your feedback. We're glad you had fun. So, that is all for this one. I'll also be posting a thing on our October that is not a part of this, per se. So, thank you for tuning in to these 3 reviews. And, I don't know what else to say, so bye, I guess.